face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Now KJ Osborne. And able to take it past the 25. And up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 61 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Giants nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Harrison.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Barkley. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 11. Now a run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
But it brings up 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st down, Minnesota.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run. Cook able to escape. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down. Boom. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll go with Boone. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Carrier. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
These two teams all tied after one.
First quarter with the score tied 7-7.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now, it's Cook. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Boone here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Pettis now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. His throw incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now Jones off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Dante Pettis. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start the drive with Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the carry, it's Cook. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Touchdown, Vikings!
On the carry.
Dalvin Cook,
Minnesota.
83 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pettis now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Throwing again. Jones. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, street. Target.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Hey, Mike's 50. Watch the slap. 50's the mark. Mike's 50. I got one.
From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jones
Picked by Jeff Gladney.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Here's Tate to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Off play action. Jones looking for Shepard deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Jones on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Giants 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Done. Watch the pass.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Done.
Again, it's Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. This is Johnson. He's got it.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Vikings 1st down.
Done.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run it again with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
3rd and long for Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter, and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Gallman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
This is Gallman.
At the 42-yard line.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Gallman will run it. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. complete right around the 8. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 50, Mike 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The tackle by
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Do your job. Hey, Mike's 50. Check. To you. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Jones pass.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
The Giants on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jones. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you pumped.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he gets it down to the 32. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Vikings.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook.
Cousins hands
the Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.